Hey everybody, I'm here to just go through, excuse me, just the words from chapter 1 in Vocabulary Power 1. So open up your books to chapter 1, it starts on page 2. Now our first word is consider. I need to consider all my choices before I can make a decision. You have a beautiful voice. Have you ever considered performing on stage? So they've given you the answer for this one. Consider is to think about, especially when it's a big decision. Like, I'm considering moving to a new apartment. I'm considering quitting my job. So I'm thinking about doing something. Okay, 2 is feast. My friends cooked a feast for all of us to enjoy on my birthday. The Francola family and their many cousins shared a holiday feast of beef, turkey, potatoes, corn, salad, biscuits, and bread pudding. So, do you think feast is a party, a large meal, or a special dish? If you said B, a large meal, you're right. We usually have a feast to celebrate, like at Christmas, we'll have turkey, potatoes, stuffing, pie, and lots of other things too. So a lot of food. Yay, 3 is generous. Thank you for your help this week. You've been very generous with your time. My grandparents were generous on my birthday. They gave me $50. So, do you think generous is willing to give enough, willing to give more, or unwilling to give much? If you said B, you're right. If someone is generous, they will share with you. So if even if I don't have a lot of money, but I see somebody in need and I give them money or I buy them clothes or food, that would make me generous, right? I don't want to just keep it all for myself. I will share with other people, give what I can give. And that can be time or money or clothing, food, whatever. Okay, 4 is guilt. So the U is silent, it's just guilt, okay? When Ella broke her promise to help her mother, a feeling of guilt filled her. Keeping secrets from others leaves me with a lot of guilt. It doesn't feel good. So, do you think guilt is a feeling of anger, a feeling of physical weakness, or a feeling you did something wrong? If you said C, you're right. When we do something like maybe we lie or we steal something, then we're going to feel guilty about it. We feel bad. Okay. Number 5 is load. Can you help me carry a load of groceries from the car? We put bags of garbage outside. The garbage truck took away our load of trash. So is a load a box, a large amount, or half of something? If you said B, a large amount, you're right. So a load of groceries would be many bags of groceries, not just one bag of groceries, lots and lots of groceries. Okay, 6 is mean. Steve's mean words hurt my feelings. Don't be mean to your little sister. Please tell her you're sorry. So is mean confusing, too loud, or unkind? If you said C, you're right. Unkind means not kind, not nice. So if somebody is calling you stupid and ugly, they're being mean. They're not being nice. Okay, number 7 is occasion. So notice the S sounds like zh. Okay, occasion. Bonnie lives in Hollywood. She's seen a movie star on more than one occasion. On several occasions, I've asked for the teacher's help after class. So is that a way of doing something, a time, or a problem? If you said B, you're right, a time. So if I say, I have eaten at McDonald's one time, or I've eaten at McDonald's on one occasion. I've watched that movie several times, or I've watched that movie on several occasions. Okay. 8 is proof. The police think that Dylan stole the money, but they have no proof. Scientists need proof to accept new ideas. So, is that information to show the truth, a reason for an action, or an answer to a problem? If you said A, you're right. Information to show the truth. That's what police look for. So if somebody robs a bank, they need proof that that person robbed the bank. So maybe there was a video camera outside the bank and it showed the robber's face and his car. That's proof, right? They're not just guessing like, I think it was him. They have proof. They can say, this is your face, this is your car, you did it. Okay. 9 is settle. Our father had to settle our fight over who would sit in the front seat of the car. After the divorce, the couple had to settle questions about the house and money. Now notice when I say settle, I don't say settle. The T sounds like D, right? Settle. Okay. Lots of words in English, Canadian English, have a D sound, even though the letter is a T. Okay. Anyways, is settle to listen to help forget, or to end an argument. If you said C, you're right. An argument is a fight, not a physical punching fight, but maybe yelling at each other, you know, I don't agree with you, you're wrong, or that's my toy, you can't play with it, no, it's my toy. If you have kids, you probably hear that a lot. Okay, so if your kids are fighting, you might say, you need to settle this. Right? So stop fighting, find a way to solve your problem. Okay, and last is spirit. Even though Elvis Presley is dead, his spirit lives on for many music fans. My grandmother was small in height, but big and strong in spirit. She loved life and lived hers well. So is spirit the loudness or softness of someone's voice, the special parts of someone's personality, or someone's body? B is the correct answer. Now, in many religions, people believe when we die, our body is dead, but our spirit lives on, right? So it's what's important is what's inside of us, not what we can physically see. Okay, so now I would just like you to turn to page 6 and look at the top in the green box. So consider has we can use it in 2 different ways. First, to think about something carefully, like we already discussed, or B, to think of someone or something in a special way. So it's my opinion. So if I say, I consider Elvis Presley to be the best musician who has ever lived, that's my opinion. Okay. I consider Bonnie the most beautiful woman in the world. Okay, that's my opinion. Okay, and then generous, willing to give more money, time, etc. than normal. Okay, like we already talked about. Or generous, larger than the usual amount. So if I say, you should eat at that restaurant, they serve generous portions. Means they give a lot of food. So maybe you just have to order 1 plate of food, but that will be enough for 2 people because it's a generous portion. Okay, mean, unkind, wanting to hurt others. So again, you're stupid, you're fat, you're ugly, you know, that's mean. Or mean, to show that something has happened or will happen because of something else. So right now, kids have just gone back to school. However, if we hear that many schools are having breakouts of COVID, that means the school will probably close again. Okay, so one thing leads to another thing. A bunch of students and teachers are getting COVID at the school. That means the school's going to close. Okay, and occasion, a time when something happens, like one occasion, two occasions, one time, two times. Or an occasion can be an important event or ceremony. So an occasion might be a birthday party or an anniversary party or something. Okay, and lastly, I want you to look on page 7. Consider, we usually consider someone or something to be. So like I said, I consider Bonnie to be the most beautiful woman in the world. Okay. Feast, a feast would be a noun. So the food itself would be a noun. When we feast on something, that's the verb. So I'm eating a lot of something. So at my birthday party, we're going to feast on pizza and cake. Okay, so we're going to eat lots of pizza and lots of cake. Okay, guilty, we feel guilty about doing something we shouldn't have done. Like, we know we broke the rules. We know we did something we shouldn't have done. Okay, load, if we load up on something, that's when we buy or we get a lot of it. Like people did when COVID first came out, everybody ran out and loaded up on toilet paper. Remember, everybody bought as much toilet paper as they could, and they loaded up on hand sanitizer and soap. Okay, so they bought a lot of those things. Okay, occasion, we can either say on many occasions, or we can say on a number of occasions. Same thing, it means many times, many occasions, a number of occasions. And finally, when we are in high spirits, it means we're happy and excited. So if you see somebody and they're like, hey, how are you? Right, you say, oh, you're really in high spirits, right? You're not all, this is terrible, right? You're in high spirits, you're happy. Okay, so I want you to do chapter 1. Then I would like you to take pictures of all the pages from chapter 1, and you can email those to me. Okay, bye. Talk to you later.